Survivor Season 42, Episode 12, guys. This is the finale. Welcome to Mirror Domains, and this is my full live watch-along for Survivor Season 42, Episode 12. It's the finale, and I can't believe, guys, we just did a whole season of Survivor here on Mirror Domains. Okay, there's only 5 people left. It's a 2-hour episode today, guys, and I got my coffee, so I hope you got your drinks there. So we're going to dive right into it as soon as I finish this commercial break. I've gone through and I've tried to weed out all the commercial breaks, so if you don't know how this works for me before, guys, I can't show you the entire image here on the side. But what I can do is show you some stuff that, well, you know, you'll be able to see. Now, I don't want to see that. So I've gone through most of the commercials. So I'm going to turn on the there, that looks good. So you'll be able to read along here. I'll show you guys some stuff. I'll let you hear some stuff. But let's just get into Survivor Season 42, Episode 12, the finale. My guess, right now going in, I stayed off all the social media last night. I'm thinking Jonathan will go home first, then Mike, and it'll be Marianne, Romeo, and Lindsay in the end. And I'm picking Lindsay to win it all. So am I going to be up for some surprises? I hope so. All right, Jeff, let's fire this baby up.
Persuade other players that what you want.
Okay, so as normal, we're going to have some. Oh, there's a fire making challenge. So two immunity challenges,
Romeo, Lindsay, and Marianne.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Final 5. So, who's your money on, guys? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're joining us live, I hope that you can be here to talk with me. And if you saw it last night, well then, hey, you know, I love Survivor. Okay, so we get a little bit of deliberation from fallout of voting Omar out last episode. So they're just giving their whoops. They're just giving their speeches of why they want to win.
Tiara on my head, and I will be.
That's Romeo. I'm sorry, Romeo. I don't think it's in the cards for you. And there's Jonathan. And I'm sorry, Jonathan. I don't think it's in the cards for you either. He just hasn't made the big moves strategically. Who's my dark horse winner? Who would be my dark horse winner for right now? If Lindsay doesn't win, then I'm thinking Marianne. She might be like the person who might sneak in from being behind perceptually in the game to coming forward and making the big win. Who knows?
Everybody was just smiling and laughing. Everyone's just happy. We've made it to the
So they're talking about Omar being voted out now. Whoops. A little too much audio there. I'm going to save the audio mostly for the tribal councils and for the big reveal of who's going to win. So I'm allowed a little bit of audio, not too much. I'm allowed a little bit of image. Again, not too much. I don't want to get shut down here. I want to share my experience, my Survivor experience with you guys. So they just came back to their camp, and they're at a new beach, and they've got no tarp, no shelter. So that's going to make the last 3 days rather rough. Yeah.
Actually have a chance to make it to the end.
Yeah, you do, Marianne. You do. You do have a chance.
To convince you to vote for me.
So Romeo's asking, what did Omar say to you So
You already backed up on your alliance because I'm supposed to be.
so now Lindsay's calling out Jonathan, saying that we were an alliance and he didn't tell me about the Omer plan. And
For me, you the one who
you're so righteous. Ooh, look at that glare from Jonathan. Yeah.
I think I've been getting played this whole time.
Yeah. And Lindsay doesn't like Jonathan talking like that. But I think Jonathan's going to be next to go, guys. So it's kind of like he's got that little moment to shine there. So he said that she was saying in an aggressive way.
You guys
Oh.
can me out after. That's fine.
Good for you, man.
So Romeo is saying that he's got an idol, which he doesn't, right? That was a lie? Yeah, we saw that. We saw that Romeo was going to try to... And that's a good play. That's a smart play. I would say, hey, if my name is going to be on the bottom, I'm going to tell the people going into tribal, I got an idol. I'm going to play it. So they're going to force a split vote, and hopefully you can sway enough people to outrank the person that is going to be split. Okay. So the cards are down. Feelings are hurt. So they know that Lindsay also has an idol. Why didn't she play it? But it's not useful anymore, right? She had one of those idols that you had to use it by a certain amount of people. I think it was 6.
And like Mike gave me his word, he said.
Okay. Yeah, see? Now they're saying we get to see it was Marianne's plan to split the votes for Omer. And that's going to be big on her favor to win the $1 million. Right now, I wouldn't be surprised if Marianne wins. But Lindsay just said that she needs to win immunity or she's going to go home. And I think that Lindsay, she's been up there with Jonathan in the challenges, right? Yeah. So Lindsay's feeling a little bit down. Mike's trying to console her. It's kind of like you've come this far and you're down to the final 5. You can taste it now that you're in range. So yeah, I totally sympathize with the way that Lindsay's feeling, that you're probably going to be on the bottom. And hopefully things don't come to pass that way. Tree mail. So it's a riddle. So they all get these letters. So it's a scramble of some kind. It's a word scramble. see if I can give you guys a shot of that. That's about as good of a shot as I can. Now, without seeing the puzzle myself, I wouldn't be able to solve it for you guys. Just on a quick snapshot like that. I'm good, but I'm not that good. Oh, so Romeo's saying that if they don't solve the puzzle, like not everyone will be able to solve it, is what they're saying. Okay. Wow. She solved it and she's off. Good fortune is in the toes of the sleeping giant. So she's toes, root. Toes are the roots and the giant are the tree. Okay. So she's off looking for it. Oh, there's the rock. That sort of looks like a foot. Okay. So there's a rock on the beach that comes up like a foot. So they're still trying to figure out this puzzle. This is kind of an interesting little game that they're playing here.
Because I want to go to the end with her.
Really, Marianne? You want to go to the end with Lindsay? She might beat you. Because Lindsay's made some big plays. You see the foot there that they put out, guys? She's up on the rocks, though. You got to go to the top of it. And that's a big, that's could be a dangerous climb, going to the top of that. She's got it. She knows what it is, but climbing to the top of that. She's going to get it. Yeah, she's got it. Get up there, Lindsay. Okay, so she didn't have to climb to the top of it. It was just there on the beach. So it's just a clue, right? So it's just an advantage in the challenge.
Like, to have this.
I like that. And I like that word puzzle. I like the search. That was nice. And I like Marianne smiling when she was walking up the beach. So morally, this will be good for Lindsay going into the first challenge. And Jonathan just said, that resume looks fine. So we're going to the first commercial break here, guys, at 12 minutes, 22 seconds. Okay, that's first commercial break. And we're back. First immunity challenge. This is it. Who's going home? Who's going to get immunity? And this is the big, a big challenge. Big challenge. Obstacle course, maze, puzzle. That's a big.
Yes! I was dreaming for.
Jeff is like, come on, how cool is this challenge? it's impressive. It looks impressive.
All right. Shall we get to your final 5 immunity challenge?
Yes, we shall, Jeff. Ooh, some rock music there. I hear some electric guitars. A circular puzzle that looks like a snake. And that looks like it has a lot of pieces. So it's going to be a hard challenge.
Yeah, first to finish, we'll enjoy back at camp pasta.
Ooh, pasta. Garlic bread. Yeah, some marinara. Cake. Ooh, cake. Wow, I love pasta. I miss pasta. I'm cutting carbs right now, so it's kind of like, ooh, I wish I could have some pasta.
Tell me.
All right. I solved a.
So Lindsay's advantage.
I will have a slight advantage in today's immunity challenge.
Okay. Six knots.
1 knot.
1 knot. Huge advantage. So at each station around this platform, they've got to untie 6 knots. She only has to untie 1 knot at each station. That's a huge, huge advantage.
Go!
Here we go. All right, guys. Oh, Jonathan. He's across the swing bridge. Lindsay. Byford to Hobbit in live chat says, hey, how's it going, man? We're watching the season finale of Survivor, season 42, first immunity challenge. Oh, Mike is struggling. Yeah, so you got to wait your turn, I guess, if you're behind on some of these obstacles to get back to put your pieces. But I would take your time. This is the kind of challenge where the puzzle is going to be very hard, and people have been known to come from behind to solve the puzzle. And yeah, so just take your time. Jonathan's coming back with another bag. He needs it too.
Third bag, ripping through.
Jeff is just like, Jonathan is on fire. Yeah.
Drop those planks when you're done.
Okay, so Marianne's across the hardest one. Marianne just went across the hardest one, and now Jonathan's working on that one too. You got like 2 planks, and you got to go across this bridge with them. It's just time consuming. Yeah, see how he's using the 2 planks? That's a hard one. It's just time consuming. So that's the slowest one, I think. Okay. Oh, Marianne, struggling. She's moaning getting through this. Lindsay's with 1 bag left. Of course, she's only got 1 knot to untie. Jonathan the Beast on the ropes, Arglass Viking says in the live chat. Yeah. There's Marianne. Okay, Jonathan. Wow.
Ripped through that obstacle.
Jeff is just like, wow. Ooh. Lindsay drops. Ooh. Okay. Yep, that'll eat up some time. People can get back into it. That one is all abs. That's all core strength to do that one, to stay balanced. Wow. Ooh, Marianne and Jonathan collided there.
With all his bags, Jonathan.
Okay, so Jonathan's going to start the puzzle first. But we've seen in this season, he hasn't been the sharpest and the quickest with the puzzles. So, as I said, as long as you take your time getting across the obstacles, you can make it up in this puzzle. Because it looks like there's a lot of pieces in that puzzle. Okay, so Jonathan, Mike, and Lindsay are all working on the puzzle now.
Drop those bikes. Let's go.
So Marianne and
24. 5 players left.
yeah, everybody's on the puzzle now. See, I think I would be good at the puzzles. I've always been good at puzzles.
Jonathan. But Mike, Marianne, and Romeo would like to change.
Yeah. Mike's coming along nicely. Come on. If it doesn't fit, try another piece. Just keep on cycling through.
Don't say that. You always have a chance.
Jeff is just like, Romeo, back where he started. With nothing. And he's like, don't say that, Jeff. Probst is always good. He knows how to push the right buttons. But Lindsay's coming along nicely. Mike's building up the sides. He's going for the perimeter, the outside first, which is kind of smart. Yeah, look at that. And, yep. And Lindsay's coming along too. And see, Jonathan's way behind. I think Mike, unless he fumbles the ball here, it looks like it's Mike's to lose. Yeah, so he's fumbling. He's dropping the ball. Lindsay, come on. You can do it, Lindsay. Don't let it fall over, Lindsay. Don't let it fall, Lindsay. She saved. She saved it.
Right now, Mike and Lindsay, 5 pieces each.
5 pieces each? Yeah. I think it's going to go to Mike, guys. Jonathan's just given up. He's watching. There's no way that he was going to ever come from behind to win when they're down to the last 4, 5 pieces. Come on, Lindsay. Come on, Lindsay. Run behind. Ooh, he's fired up. Mike's fired up. Wow. Lindsay. Don't worry, Lindsay. Don't worry. It was a good effort, Lindsay. Whew. She said so close.
Good, right? Look at that. That's a point in Hoboken.
Ooh. He got bloodied up doing those obstacles.
Tell me about that, because you can just say that, but that
Was that Jonathan that said, "My man"?
probes with an immunity necklace.
Oh, Mike is a good competitor. He's humble too, I think.
One of you, the dream will end. You'll go to the jury.
Pasta. And cake. So, Mike gets to pick somebody to go with him to have the pasta.
Been dizzy every day. He started at 250. And I love you guys. I just think right now he hasn't had a reward.
Cool. And I think that's a smart move by Mike. So Mike and Jonathan are going to go. But you know what? It wouldn't surprise me, though, if Mike goes against Jonathan here. Lindsay just couldn't capitalize on her not advantage. Nice on Mike. Yeah, Arglass says in the live chat. Now you got to play some deliberation now between the councils. And we could just see them eat some pasta and garlic bread. Who doesn't love garlic bread, right? Oh.
Vanilla cake!
That's cool to see them together.
He's doing the puzzle. He just watched Mike do it. Like such a cocky ass.
So Lindsay's upset, still upset. She's got a grudge against Jonathan. I don't know why. There are no ships like friendships. That was a little bit cheesy, wasn't it, Jonathan? See if I can give you a shot of that pasta. Looks like it's a linguine noodle or...
You have a lot of power, brother. Come on.
So Mike's not sure what he's going to do. So Lindsay is on the block. The Bifer says in the live chat, Mike is rare old person to make it this far. Yeah. Good point, he is.
Because you know they're talking about me right now.
Yeah, so Mike is saying that okay, so if Lindsay pulls an idol, Jonathan just asked if Mike would play the idol for him. So now the three, Lindsay, Marianne, and Romeo, are talking about options. So it sounds like Lindsay, Marianne, and Romeo are going to vote Jonathan. That'll be interesting. Okay, so here's you got to be playing the game as to who can you win against in the final three. Romeo hasn't done anything. Romeo needs to go to the final three because you just say, what did you do in the game to win this, right? So Mike has got a good resume. Lindsay's got a good resume, and Marianne has got a good resume. Jonathan and Romeo don't really have a lot, other than Jonathan blowing some of the competition's challenges out of the water. He hasn't really played strategically. And I'm sorry, Jonathan. That's just, you tried that one episode, but the resume doesn't read the same.
To my word, and you saying to me,
So now Lindsay's saying that Omer burned you, but I won't. So Lindsay's trying to play a little bit of a guilt trip on Mike here, saying that if you vote me out, then you're pledged before. Yeah. Marianne has been a good person of character.
mm-hmm.
I went to Marianne and made a promise to her.
Everybody's making these promises, but guys, this is the game now. And Mike can make, see, if Mike votes out Lindsay here, he can make the case when you make your pledges to the jury, your cases, that it was just, don't take it personally. Like Lindsay's trying to make it personal right now about making the pledges and promises. It's business. It's the game. But it's a card that she's trying to play it, and then I understand that. But look, at least they're hugging. They're on good terms. Right? So if that's it, guys, that was a very quick deliberation.
It's the only thing about him is like the way that he treats the women on the track.
Ooh. So now Mike is talking with Marianne. See, if Marianne plays the idol to save Lindsay and to vote out Jonathan, then that's another huge play that would add to her resume.
Great game. She's won immunities and taking major risks.
Marianne just said voting out somebody who knows they're going home is not a big move.
Jonathan, the jury will know that I'm here to play.
And you are a contender. So I guess the only way that Jonathan's going to stay here is if Mike plays the idol for him. Oh, so that was deliberation. We're going to first tribal council, guys. First tribal council. I'll try to show you a shot of the jury as they come in. There's Omer, all cleaned up. Tori.
Let's start this morning.
Graham.
Lindsay, you wake.
So they're just recapping the word scramble challenge. Yeah. See, the way I would perceive it, the only people that really don't have a chance to win the $1 million are Romeo and Jonathan. It's down between Mike, Marianne, and Lindsay. So we'll have to see how this this council goes out. So they're talking about none of them solved that word scramble, and they were saying, well, Lindsay did, and they wanted her to tell them what it was, even though she just won it all.
Of that, I'm most likely going home. I didn't until after.
They knew that Omer was working everybody. Omer was slick, and he maybe was a little too slick, because he did have this game in the palm of his hand.
And we know that kills people in this game. But
once again, Romeo. Nobody's talking about Romeo, and that's why you need to take him to the finals, because he hasn't done anything. Yeah. So Marianne's just talking here. Oh. Did I leave that audio on too long, guys? Hopefully not. If it gets muted or silenced after this goes up, nothing really major has happened here. And if worse comes to worse, I'll just put music over this part so that you can still keep pace. It's 36 minutes.
time Lindsay communicates with people, they have a bond with her. It's
So they're building up a little too much here that Lindsay is the target, but I don't think she's going to go home. I think if she doesn't go home today, I understand it will be Marianne's play to get Jonathan out. But I don't think it'll be good. It'll be hard. You'll hope that she goes home after Jonathan. This is a long tribal council. Jeff is still trying to fish for some information.
I would call it The Fighter.
So this episode is called The Fighter? Lindsay the Fighter? And with that,
Time to vote.
yep, time to vote. Okay. So there's 5 people. It'll be 3 votes for sure to go home. We'll have to see how this plays out. Mike is looking at his idol. I think, Jonathan, this is it. Something about it just... I think they got your number, man. Come on, Mike. So Mike's playing the idol. Who's he going to play it for?
I'm going to play this for Marianne.
He's going to play it for Marianne. And Marianne... oh, look at that glare from Jonathan. Oh, did you see? He was looking up at him like... So Romeo exposes his hand that he has a fake idol. I don't know why he did that. Maybe he just wanted to say that, okay, I still have some plays. I'm playing the game too, guys. I'm playing the game too. 1 Lindsay. 1 Jonathan. Jonathan, I think your number's up. Ooh, 2 Lindsay. It is Lindsay. Oh my God. I thought it was going to be Jonathan.
Love you, girl.
So Marianne stayed loyal to Jonathan. Wow. Wow. Okay. Lindsay's gone. Wow. She said that she's going to go eat some food. Drea and Omar seem to be looking at each other and talking with each other on the jury. Okay, so they're going back to camp. Okay, so she's Romeo voted Lindsay, Marianne voted Lindsay. Okay, so Marianne stayed loyal to Jonathan. Okay, so that's commercial break, guys. Let's see if I can do this with some cunning and some skill. Okay, so oh, this is the ball challenge. So this is a classic. You got to put balls in this machine, and as they go down, you can't let a ball drop, and you keep on adding more and more balls. Okay, so I did that right. I prepped my banner here, and I blacked out Lindsay. See how I did that? Happy that worked. Because I prepped all of this beforehand. So I have all the other players blocked out as well. But I'm glad that at least Romeo's there. Don't get me wrong when I'm saying that Romeo doesn't have a chance to win it. I'm glad that he's there, but like strategically.
It comes down to this.
This ball challenge is going to be... So this is a physical challenge, which Jonathan should be good at doing. It's not a puzzle challenge.
Hey, I wear them on my sleeve.
Ooh, looks like she's getting emotional.
I'm sorry.
She's humbled.
Gonna be watching me doing this, and
She's saying that her family's going to be watching this. That's poetry, Marianne. She said that because their family isn't all together emotionally. They're all together voting, rooting for her. That's beautiful. She can feel it.
Energy rather than sorrow.
That was
and
beautiful.
sadness.
So, here we go.
It's driving you. Let's get to it. First things first, Mike.
Mike doesn't want to give up the necklace. Here we go, guys.
It comes
Man, I'm
down to
stoked.
this.
Yeah, Jonathan, get fired up. Okay, so you got one hand behind your back, tied, and then you got to put balls in these into the machine, and then as time progresses, more balls get dropped in. If a ball drops, you're out.
Wins immunity. Guaranteed a
The final three. Okay, so that's how that works. So if you win this, you get to decide who's going to be with you in the final three, and the last two people will have to make fire. All right, I'm ready.
All right. Everybody pick
That was a
up the
beautiful
first
shot.
ball.
And we're underway, guys. I like this challenge. When I was young, we would go to West Edmonton Mall in Edmonton, Alberta. And in that mall, they used to have these ball machines, just like made out of iron like that. And they'd have these big balls that would go through the machine like a puzzle. And it was kind of like a trip watching this ball go down through these big things, like tracks. It was really impressive to watch. They got rid of it, but Mike dropped. Just like that?
Never seen
One
that
ball.
happen. Mike has no
Ooh,
control tonight.
he's not going to be happy about that.
In shock. What happened?
Yeah, no, you can't. Play the game by the rules, man. Whew. Jonathan. Or, sorry, Mike. You can't believe it. You know, if Romeo was going to make a play to try to like make the case for him to win, winning this challenge would be good for him. It would be big. But for some reason, I'm thinking Marianne might win this one. Everyone now with 2 balls. Come on, guys. Don't think like that. Oh, yeah, and it changes courses like that. Spacing and timing. You got to figure out how long it takes for you to stop the ball and put it back up on top, which would be maybe 2 seconds at the most. See if I can
Mike still stunned.
hear the sound of the balls. Oh, Marianne just dropped. So I guess Marianne won't. So Jonathan and Romeo are the final. As I said, if Romeo wins this, this will be good for his game. Lots of kids watching can do this, Jeff says. Come on. Because if Romeo wins this, he'll have a lot of power. But if Jonathan wins this, then he's in the final 3 for sure, obviously then. So can Romeo outlast Jonathan? Come on, Romeo. Why am I voting for Romeo? Yeah, I just like good competition, I suppose. But what I like about this is that there's no animosity between these people. Who do you have your money on, guys? Do you think Jonathan can pull this out? Romeo looks locked in, though. Oh, he almost missed it. He almost missed it. Fourth ball. Oh, yeah, because it comes out in 2 spots, right? So, Jonathan drops. Oh.
Romeo wins.
Oh. Romeo wins. Wow. Romeo. He needed it, though. He needed it to make his case.
In your heart,
Oh.
Romeo, what is?
And he's overcome. Whoops.
And I've just been hanging on by my fingernails. And this feels good, and I'm gonna go back home.
Well, yeah. Good for you, Romeo.
I teach you, just don't give up.
Wow. I kind of felt that, Romeo. Wow. But he was always going to be safe anyway, no matter what happens. Lifer says in the live chat, I saw it last night. I don't want to ruin the show. Thanks. Yeah. Try not to spoil that for me. So, yeah, I always felt like Romeo was going to be the final. Who's going to make fire? If you put Mike and Jonathan to make fire, that's what you need to do. Because I think Marianne would lose a fire challenge. But Romeo, he held in there and he's got all the power. I never saw that coming. That's what, like the 4th commercial? Now we get some deliberation, and then we get to tribal.
Thank you guys. Coming back from the challenge.
And they're all giving him congratulations. That's good. And that's what I mean. There's no animosity. I can't believe Mike dropped it so quickly. He says it looks better on me than on Jonathan.
Big victory going in.
Huh. Interesting. Still got like an hour to go, guys.
It's a compliment and a curse.
But you know what? If they make Mike make the fire, he was a firefighter. He knows how to make fire.
I want you to know that there's no animosity.
Yeah, good.
Can I beat Jonathan? Yeah. Then you have to deal with me and Mir.
Ooh, Mike is smart here.
Against the 2 most likable people in the final 3.
And Romeo's seeing that. Romeo's seeing that Mike and Marianne have made big plays. He knows that. So this is very interesting how this is playing out. And then Romeo will have just to hope that he's got a good presentation for the jury. Jonathan's practicing making fire. So
And my fire making, I would say, is decent.
and Jonathan is good at making fire. Marianne just says. And Marianne's just saying that he puts Jonathan against Mike because Jonathan's good at making fire, and that will get out Mike. And Mike volunteered to go make fire, so that might be like a big mistake by Mike, saying, put me up against one of them. I would have said, Romeo, don't put me up against, don't make me make the fire, because I'm good at making fire. I don't know.
Fires, and I've been starting them quick, but no one has seen.
So now they're laughing about it, saying they're going to try the hardest against each other to make fire.
I don't know.
Ah, yes, you do.
So Jonathan's just trying to fish for information about how good of a fire starter he is. Well, he was good at putting them out.
Make fire. Take it.
Jonathan, Mike is saying to Jonathan, "Oh, Mike." Mike is actually trying to help Jonathan here. He's saying if Romeo gives him the chance not to make fire, take it.
You're just going to get me hyped to beat you.
And Jonathan read that wrong, I think.
Doesn't want people to know how good or bad he is at fire.
Jonathan's read that wrong. And Romeo just said he doesn't know if he's going against his buddy or you. So Romeo's playing it a little close to the vest for his decision. And that's a smart move. So Mike's out practicing, Marianne's out practicing. Oh, wow. Okay. So they're just talking about who's going to make the fire. So they're off. And that's not in a commercial break. That's not a commercial break. We're going straight to the fire making challenge. And then it'll be tribal. No, there would be no tribal, right? Whoever loses the fire challenge is out. Okay, I see. The jury's shocked to see that Romeo won it. And Jonathan was sizing up the challenge. That's smart. You got to keep sharp, keep attentive. There's Lindsay.
Absolutely. We get to tribal council. Lindsay can't persuade you to keep her.
It's just so shocking sometimes to see them all cleaned up, and because you've seen them play the game for so long without the makeup or anything like that. And when they go to the Ponderosa and show up on the jury, seeing that difference can still be shocking.
I encourage them to be the very best.
So Jeff is just trying to press Romeo for perhaps any clue as to his decision.
How low I'm feeling, I still have to keep pushing. I did it, and I'm very proud of myself.
You should be, Romeo. Hey, you made it to the final 4. You're going to be making it to the final 3 of Survivor. Season 42.
Because it's like, I've watched
Can't
the show
complain
and,
about that. Okay. I think I burned a little too much audio there. So Jeff's just asking about the 3 people if they're comfortable with making fires. Jeff says the fireman's going to be making fire. Hoboken fire. Right?
And that's exactly what I'm saying.
So Mike's saying that it's going to be him and Jonathan. So Jeff's just asking Romeo what he considered to make this decision.
It was like a tennis match in my head.
And Jonathan's still looking at it. He's sizing it up. He's working it out. He's seeing it in his head first.
be sitting next to you in that second spot.
Who's he taking? Come on, Romeo. Tell us who it is.
Taking Marianne with me.
And he's making Marianne. He's taking Marianne. So I think that may be a mistake. So at least they knew that this was going to happen. I won't lie to you. My palms are a little bit getting to sweat here a little bit. Because I like both Mike and Jonathan. They've been really good players. And it's been a joy to watch them.
So, what you're looking to do is make a flame high enough and hot enough to burn through and raise that flag.
Yeah,
First
so
to do
see
it,
that
sit at the final tribal council
that little
tomorrow.
rope there?
The other
They got to
person
make a
will sit
flame
on
to
the
burn
jury.
through that.
Stakes don't get bigger.
And
So
if you
both
can
ready?
do the
Yep.
fastest to do that
Let's begin.
wins. So here we go. Come on, Jonathan. Ooh, Jonathan's got some sparks. Oh, he's got some flame. Come on, just get some air in there. I think Jonathan's choking. I think Jonathan might choke. So Mike hasn't tried to flare up yet. Now he's starting to get some sparks. Jonathan's choking. He's tried it twice now and he's hasn't got it. But Mike has got a lot of magnesium there, and he's got flame. Yeah, Jonathan tried too fast. Sorry, Jonathan. But Mike's got the flame. Yep, Mike's got it. Jonathan doesn't even have the flame. Okay, so Jonathan at least has got flame. Okay, so they both got flame, but Mike has got a lead. Mike is just starting to hit the rope. I think this is it for Jonathan. Starting to... Yep. This is it. Don't drown it though, Mike. Yeah, Mike's got it. He's got that rope. See, I would save a little bit of the husk towards the end, but Mike's got this. Yeah. Mike's got it. Well, Mike did it. The firefighter wins it.
The final seat.
But I think Romeo messed up there. Romeo had a chance to get rid of Marianne. And I think...
So what are you thinking, John?
I was thinking when I got here, if I lose, I was meant to lose. I gave it what I had.
Yeah.
Mike's just...
He beat him. And that's going to be huge for Mike. You took out Jonathan. So his resume's big. I think Romeo messed up. But you know what? Jonathan's going to be back for whenever they do another All-Stars. He'll be back for that, as long as he wants it. Fans will want to see Jonathan back. So,
I love you, brother.
and everybody is saying "I love you" on the way out.
I fought the good fight.
And Jonathan.
The tribe has spoken.
Ah, good. He took it like a man.
All love. The same.
Good. Well done. So I don't think I have a poster for Lindsay and Jonathan. Yeah, I don't have a poster. This is one poster that I don't have ready for it, so we'll just have to leave this one. I didn't have Mike, Marianne, and Romeo as the final three. So we'll just have to live with Jonathan still being in color. Okay. So Jonathan's out. That's the end of his story for season 42.
I gotta tell you, I was so shocked.
Yeah.
He earned his spot in the top 3. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right back out here. Thank you, guys.
See? Yeah, good. I like to hear that. So if they have an All-Stars, he's going to be back, or in some capacity. He wants to be back here, and I hope he does, because he was a joy to watch in the competitions, and I want to see more of that. I think he'll be a fan favorite for sure. So final 3. But Mike beating Jonathan is going to backfire on Romeo, because Mike is just now added to his resume. It's going to be down between Mike and Marianne, whoever has the best speech. Romeo might have had a chance against Mike if Jonathan got rid of Marianne.
My strategy was to play a man of integrity.
So they're talking about so now we're getting perspective from the jury here. So they get the feast.
Oh, you Danishes!
Oh my goodness.
Danishes. I'm not starting the show with "Oh My Danish." I like Danishes. My favorite is cherry, I think. Cherry Danish. Actually, I like the apple Danish as well. Haven't seen Chanel in a while. I like cheese Danish, Bifer, the Hobbit says. Cheese Danish. I don't know if I ever had one. Lemon Danish is pretty good too. So High saying that she's needs to articulate a lot of stuff. I love the bear claw if you class it as a Danish. I don't think a bear claw is a Danish. I don't know what a bear claw is. I heard about it, but a Danish is like it's kind of like a flat one, pastry kind of thing, but in the middle it's got like either some kind of a filling of like cherry or cheese, it sounds like. There's Drea.
On my bucket list.
We beat a lot of strong people, man.
Marianne never won a challenge? Well, it's not the way that I went, but I think Mike might end up winning this game.
Am I right?
My vote is out for grabs.
Tori says her vote is up for grabs.
We expect that the end.
The decision to change someone's life.
Romeo, Marianne, Mike. There are
Final tribal council. So they'll have a big, we're going to go to commercial break, and then you'll have a big, long presentation of them making their case to see who can win Soul Survivor. And then it looks like there's a very short kind of after show. I thought there was going to be like a big, long after show. I forgot. They're probably still not doing that yet because of booking. I don't know. One big deep breath, and then we'll begin. And that's commercial break, guys.
game tonight from 3 different areas: social, physical, strategic. And I realize. All right.
Omer, he's first up. Your thoughts on no family reunion show on Survivor this year? Well, they didn't do it last year either, so I thought they would at least have been able to get it together. Arglass says, "Peace out, guys. I'm to Top Gun." Cool, man. I'm going to see it like in an hour and 40 minutes. So, Omer's talking about elephants and honeybees for some reason.
Approach. Who survives this apocalypse?
So Omer is making the analogy that Romeo is a cockroach.
You deserve to win because all our votes.
Bifer, yeah, I think that I thought scheduling would allow for them to do like that big theatrical reunion show, but it doesn't look like it's going to be this case.
Your word means something. You really value.
So Tori's
of how you played the game, who you are.
Okay, so Omer's made a case, and now Tori gets to say something?
About backstabbing. There was only one time I went against my...
Not taking the game seriously was actually a part of my strategy. When I came into
Yeah, Marianne. So Lindsay's, sorry, Marianne's saying that if you're under 25 and you were playing a strategic game, you got voted out. So she wanted to put that appearance that she wasn't too strategic. Now Romeo's saying the case that he was always at the bottom.
Jonathan,
So Hai is saying that he was gaslit. So
Thank you for owning that. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
So Hai is saying that you... Okay. And Hai saying thank you for at least admitting that you were being deceptive. Now Omer gets to make another question?
But did you not lie to Drea on the beach?
They're asking you, and so I just want to kind of really dig in.
So Chanel... Chanel saying too, who did you lie to in the game? And Mike is saying, well, it was with Roxroy.
Voting them off. And you said, no, we have to. I said, if we're...
So now it's coming out that Omer lied to Mike.
Not allowed to talk to other people.
My social game for the alliance I was in and for myself to invest in the game.
Okay, but you just...
Was on point. You were very social with
So Drea's saying that we all lie to people. Well, and you have to in the game. You can't give everybody the truth all the time. But I like that Drea tried to marshal that back in. And she would be good on an All-Stars as well, I think. Even though she had that one tribal council that I didn't really agree with.
Straight up. Like, it saved you.
Thank you.
There's Omer again, asking questions.
Realize that you're
I haven't heard anything from Roxroy yet. I want to hear Roxroy ask a question. So Omer's just saying that Marianne's social game was sloppy. I don't agree with that. She's made some big moves. This is where you just kind of have to put it all on the table, right?
Was there any particular people that you were able to draw in yourself?
So Lindsay is asking about having influence to vote.
Back and forth together, and you two were very good.
Came up with.
Yes, you two did.
So for me, I'm more of a...
So Jonathan wants to know Romeo's big move.
Whether I was in alliance with you or not.
So Romeo's saying that I worked one-on-one with each person instead of trying to make a collective kind of an alliance. He worked with each person.
I can't think of a survivor.
So physical part.
One of the things I noticed is I think you brought to the game.
So Roxroy wants to know what skills they brought to the game, physically. Marianne says they know how to do palm fronds, weave. She was good at gutting fish. Marianne, good at cleaning fish. I respect that.
I didn't stop moving once in the 26 days I was at.
So this is just about contributing around camp.
What the hell I was doing.
It was bad.
A day in my life, I just learned how to
So
swim.
Romeo's saying that he's never been camping. What did he do around the camp? He ate rice. And is that going to come out now? Romeo dead last. Yeah. Who are you rooting for to win? Who am I rooting for? I'm just considering. I think I'm rooting for. I think I am rooting for Marianne. She's the last of the Taku tribe. Ooh, did you notice that, guys? We got a representative from each of the tribes. The Ika tribe is Romeo, Taku tribe is Marianne, and the Green tribe is Mike. We got... Who? I didn't see that before. So I always enjoyed the Taku tribe. I'm going with Marianne. I think Marianne's going to win it. Mike is probably going to win it, but I'm not going to lose sleep over who. Between Mike and Marianne, I don't really care, but I'm rooting for Marianne, I think. Taku tribe, to the end. Okay, so they're being asked,
I felt that
why do they
she
took
didn't have a
Marianne?
strategy.
So Romeo thought that Marianne wasn't playing any strategy, which is wrong.
Once we got to the merge,
So Mike is taking credit for the blind side on high.
Merged game, or do you think you played a strategic game?
I'm being told that I gave my word and I went against it a lot.
Yeah, if you don't... So Mike is just saying that you have to butter people up, even though that you know that they're going to go home. You have to do that.
Interested in what you have to say because we slept together by the fire every night.
So Drea is saying that she doesn't know what Marianne did in the game. Actually, with Mike's little speech there, now I'm thinking maybe I'm rooting for Mike.
I actually, after your vote, Tori, had the merch idol.
So, and the jury was surprised with that.
Now we're then off to my final four. Jonathan.
So Marianne's laying it all out. This might win her the game.
Taking you out, Wilmer, I gave myself the best position to be sitting here.
That's good.
I didn't want to play from the bottom, but that was the game that was dealt to me.
Yeah, Romeo. If you don't win, you can still hold your head high that you did well. You're in the final three, man. And he's...
This game as a free man who will no longer have to hide.
And high.
People that are older, like myself and Rox Roy, can come out here, compete in the game.
Yeah. So he's talking about his age. And he sacrificed his body there in that challenge with the obstacles. We saw that he got bloody, and he won. Yeah, I think Bifer said something about that in the live chat too, saying that people of age. That there's no boundaries in your life that can hold you back.
A lot of times we talk about how Survivor breaks you down, how even recently in my life, a couple of years ago,
Vati tribe was the green tribe.
really was so close to playing my idol for you.
Jury, I have to say, one of the best.
Okay. You guys have to remember, when they filmed this, while we only got, what, we only got about 10 minutes with them, they go at these tribal councils for like at least 2 hours to get information. So they've been grilled here.
For a winner of Survivor.
Jonathan's like, congratulations. So that's commercial break, guys. Who is going to win this game? It's got a lot of commercial breaks there. So Chanel's up. I don't know who's going to win. I'm thinking Mike. I'd be happy with any of them, to be honest, but I'm thinking Mike got it. Drea. She's not decided yet. It's Hai. I think Hai's going to give it to Mike. Omer might give it to Marianne, because I think he read it that way, that it was Marianne's play to get him out. Jonathan, I think he's going to vote Mike. Roxroy. Who is he going to... I think Roxroy might end up voting Marianne, actually. Jonathan's like, is he going to read it here? Yes, he is. He's going to read it right here. And we're going to find out who the winner is, because they don't have that reunion special. Still haven't seen a Survivor auction in a while, and I'm still waiting for that. That's something that I really enjoy.
There's one more twist this season.
One more twist.
In the jungles of Fiji.
Oh, They say, okay, so they're surprised that they're going to learn right now. Yeah. Good luck. Even right down to the end, they're saying, I love you guys. Good. So, one Mike. I think it's 6 to win. One Marianne. Two Marianne. Three Marianne. Four Marianne. Marianne. Wow. Taco Tribe. Okay. Wow. Wow. So Marianne wins.
Survivor after show with everybody right now.
Oh. Wow. Bring out the champagne.
Best part, the surprise of shooting back-to-back
Wow.
seasons. They did.
So Marianne wins. Congratulations. That's a season 42, guys. Okay. So the thing is that when they film it right there, we don't get to see Zach or Swati, Daniel or Lydia come back. I would like to have seen Jenny back. But that's something that we miss with the reunion show. Marianne. So she's going to be able to get her family together again to have a visit.
Feel that happening?
At first, I felt as if I wasn't being asked questions.
Okay, so she's
Telling about my idol and that final six about how
Yeah.
I really set myself.
So when she was talking about that, like collectively, the jury was like, yep, yep. Jenny, yeah, we're not going to see Jenny or Jackson.
Okay, so virtually everybody.
So who voted for Mike? Was it Jonathan? Yeah, so that final grilling can really have a huge impact. It gives you the opportunity to open people's eyes to your game.
One. So I really wanted to give her the
Mike was playing the game from day one, and there he is eating food. Oh.
Lindsay, a little bit Omer, and
For me, it was two factors. One is that Mike played a more obvious strategic mind was brilliant, but I never saw the execution until
Marianne, she did play a good strategic game.
heard them
Okay,
say that
so
a lot of people.
Mike gets to say something here about coming in second, I think. Bifer says in the live chat, Mike was playing since day one, but Marianne started playing when Omar left. I can sort of see that. Bifer, were you happy with this result? Are you okay with Marianne winning, or were you rooting for Mike?
There was absolutely no animosity.
And Mike's saying that she earned it. God, Dre is beautiful. Yeah. Jonathan gives Mike a pat on the back there. What is that, pizza they got there? Ah, I could go for a slice.
See if I could make it.
What? Romeo says he didn't come there for the $1 million? What is that about? I don't really care. I hate watching Survivor, Bifer says. Well, it was only 12 episodes. So that's another commercial break. We're rounding up here, guys, in the last 10 minutes of this show. And that's Survivor.
Oh my God.
Give this man a pie.
Up next,
Get this man a pie. Okay.
43.
Survivor 43. Yeah. It's just good to be back. It was a good season overall. I enjoyed it. This was a good cast of characters. Some game moments. Champagne.
You must wait for all 3 players before you make your decision. Good.
Oh, they're talking about that challenge that gave them... They're talking about that idol that you have to work with other people on the different tribes to activate it. I think.
We wanted to work together, and it would.
Lindsay was a good player too. Out of my favorite players in this season, Jonathan was number 1. I think Lindsay was number 2. Drea was number 3. Omar was pretty cool too. Was number 4 maybe. Then Marianne, Mike.
I mean, nobody has seen anything. Out of the year we've had, we wanted to have
Fun. The theme was fun. Blood in mud? Okay.
check the records, but I'm not sure how many people have had as...
Yeah, Drea had a lot of advantages and idols.
I had an idol. I had an extra vote. I had my shot in the dark.
I like Tori, Lindsay, and Jenny, Bifer says. Tori was pretty cool too. Tori, she was playing the strategic game, but she just had that one misstep that kind of exposed her hand, and that got her voted out.
Who will admit that when the first funny phrase was said, which...
Okay, so there were people that fell for it. Yeah, because you had to say 3 phrases. And Roxroy's just like,
I think after the second time Marianne said the phrase,
yeah, so that was about the phrases. Okay.
Who had died.
With the twist, yes, the gamble that I...
So they're talking about the revealing the twists. The do or die. Lindsay would play the do or die.
You were originally slated to be in Survivor 41.
Oh, really? Lindsay was supposed to be in Survivor 41.
Because you said, hey, you know, it'll happen.
And you even said, oh, sorry, but you even said on the phone when I was like,
R.I.P. Ray Liotta. Did that something happen, Bifer? Okay, so we're going to... Mike wants more pizza. We might have some breaking news, guys. So we're going to get some more follow-up here. I just got to Google something, guys. I apologize. Ray Liotta at 67. Obviously, his best movie was Goodfellas, right? So Chanel's talking about no rice.
I wouldn't eat for 11 days. I would be like, you're crazy. The way that you physically feel. I remember standing up and just being dizzy.
Part of this game that we didn't talk about but became very evident as you were playing is it's rare at Tribal that there are more than 6 or 7.
So Taco Tribe 1 with Marianne.
Felt like coming into this that I couldn't hide anyways. And now that we have small tribe.
I might go live after this for the Ray Liotta news. Even though I'm seeing Top Gun in an hour and 4 minutes. So I'm just paying attention now just to see what's going to come up for Survivor Season 43, which will probably be out in September, I'm guessing. Because there's usually one in the spring and one in the fall. And what I like about Survivor is that it feels like a journey.
When I found my idol, it said, beware. You know you're going to be exposed anyway, which happens.
anticipate
2 people
having to
didn't vote,
reveal
and
who
yeah,
you
that
are.
took High by surprise. I remember that one. And High was like, who didn't vote? Mike and Chanel didn't vote. That was when Lydia went home, right?
Approach to the game of Survivor, did it feel risky?
I'm glad that Lindsay got a chance to play the game, because she was supposed to be in 41 and now she's in this one. So good for her. And I'm glad that she played, because she was a good competitor.
Was kind of difficult, like when you're really living it and all these things are happening and you're like, oh, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. These are all really hard, different.
We're at 1 hour and 56 minutes. It's about not that much longer to go, guys. We're almost wrapping up here. Favorite memory from this episode, from this season? I think that episode where Jonathan just launched himself off the platform like Superman. I think that was probably my favorite. So this is Marianne talking about validating your feelings of bad about voting somebody out or winning.
Wondering how you were doing, because you would take heat.
So Tori gets to speak.
Oh, absolutely. There, I cried more than I thought I would. What's really going to happen when you're here? But I recognize from this that my emotions are my...
I think I could play Survivor. I think I'd be okay. Sleeping would be the thing. Sleeping in bad conditions.
Wow.
Everybody felt emotional at some time.
It happens that brings you to that point.
Yeah.
I mean, I like almost never.
See, I've been out in nature on canoe trips, and I've been out on the river where you are weeks away from civilization. If you needed help, you would have to call in a helicopter to come get you. That's how far out in the wilderness I've been. And the first couple nights, it takes time to adjust to that realization. So you do get that emotion sometimes. And I think we all felt it. It's kind of like that panic of, if we get in trouble, then we're in serious trouble, but you just got to stay the course. I think that's what they're talking about, right? And then I guess you have that if you're playing Survivor, but then you also have the fact that you're playing a game where you got to be devious at times.
I had plenty of moments here on this.
And then you're dealing with starving, fatigue, body pains. Okay, so this is the final break, guys. And then we're going to get our glimpse, and that'll round out the show for today. Our first look at Survivor 43. Okay, so I'm not going to watch the rest of that.
She's a young girl setting out, and
so Mike is saying that he's happy that he's going to be second place because he's got his wife or his fiance and his family. He feels rich already, and Marianne's going to put the money to good use, and I think she will. And Romeo has a huge confidence boost. So all three of them won, I think. And Jonathan coming in fourth, he's going to have a chance, I think, for an all-star season of some kind.
Survivor 42, as you said, one of only 40 winners for a show that's been on 20.
This isn't happening. Like, I feel as if it's like I always knew.
Yeah. Thinking that you can't win, but you got to. If you went through that audition process and you got onto the show, then kudos. Okay, so I want us to take a look at the preview for next season. I don't think they'll show us any players, but they'll show us the theme. And hopefully it'll be the full season. Like, we've had smaller seasons because of the whole situation in the world, but hopefully next season will be a full proper, I think it's 16 episodes.
We're sorry that you aren't here. I wish they could be here as well. This has been...
Okay.
Watch Survivor. We
That's
thank
me.
you. It's not like you're fans.
You're welcome,
We're
Jeff.
tryouts. Next, here's your first look.
It wasn't a matter of if I was going to play Survivor.
It wasn't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Oh, so is this like Brains versus Brawn again?
Probably going to be the hardest challenge of my entire life.
Okay. Season 43. Okay. We got a doctor? Is a doctor?
Codes they grew up by. But I'm an ethical person. There's things I wouldn't cross the line on, right? Like, I don't... There's really nothing I wouldn't do.
What? Okay. So psychologists, doctor, we seen?
All fun. In the game of Survivor.
So it's like Brains versus Brawn again? Is that what this is? Okay. No, there's no theme. Okay. So that's it. So there was no theme announced. But it looks like there's some doctors. There's going to be some
dudes go to stand up to cancer. What are you waiting for?
Okay, guys. That's it. Survivor.
Canada Deposit Insurance
Season,
Corporation is a
42.
federal...
What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I really enjoyed that season quite a bit. I wasn't let down, except for that one tribal council. I really liked this season quite a bit. And it didn't say a release date for when the next Survivor comes out, but we'll take a look at that. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey for Survivor Season 42. It was a lot of fun. We had some good memories, and I think we're going to do it again in the fall, and hopefully by then, I think I'm going to try to do it the night of, because it's just easier. But I need to order another capture card for my TV so I can get that into my computer, because the capture card that I have is for my camera. I'll need 2 of them so that I can put it right into the computer and have OBS handle it just like that, instead of me filming it with the camera first, because it looked kind of bad. And if we do it on the website, we'd have to do it like we did today, like this season, where I started to do it the day after. But if I can get another capture card, hopefully we can do it the night of, and I'll just put the right into the computer that day, and we'll watch it live when it actually happens on TV, which means we'll have to talk during the commercial breaks and stuff like that, but that's okay. I think that's okay. Survivor Season 42. Thank you very much, guys. You're watching Mirror Domains. On this channel, we do a live movie news show daily, 12 p.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday, where we talk all about the big movie news headlines, and we do movie reviews, trailer reactions, full series watch-alongs like we just did, and they are all tied together nicely in playlists for you guys up in the cards. Survivor Season 42. Thank you very much for joining me. Until next time, the tribe has spoken.